Let's go take a look at the Star Citizen Roadmap Advanced Release View. This is a new format put out by Odysseus 1992, designed by Snackham. Thank you, gentlemen, as always. Before we dive into it, I love this layout. Let's take a quick look at what's happening on the comlink, and there is a great lore piece about the Gemini Weapons. Now, the Gemini Sniper is currently my favorite weapon in the game at the moment. Great for medium range and long range with a suppressor. Absolutely love it. So there's a lot of lore to dig into. If you are into this, jump in there. Good piece of history, and makes you appreciate the weapon and the weapon design. Also, while we're here, let's take a second and talk about this. Let me say that this is the worst helmet I've ever seen. And the reason I say it's the worst helmet I've ever seen in this game is because it doesn't come in black and yellow. It comes in stupid green and black and white and black and red. These are the worst colors. Well, actually, the red isn't bad. Well, the white's pretty good also. But the green, come on. Can we not just make that yellow? If that was... okay, I hate these helmets. I hate them so much. I wish it was yellow. I hate them, but I like them. All right, I like them. Okay? It's just wrong color. Anyway, so if this does match your favorite color scheme, congratulations. I think they're awesome. Let's dive into the roadmap now. Give me full screen. Here we go. There's a lot to talk about, and I absolutely love this layout. So here we go. Nope, that's not it. There we are. Okay. As much as Star Citizen spends time making their roadmaps and everything, the player base always finds a way to improve things. So why I like this format is just the color schemes, and it just lays everything out. So let's begin right at the very beginning, top left there. 313, refinery stations, modular. It's coming in 8 weeks. And the Stanton system polish, 13 weeks. New asteroids. The asteroids are going to be very, very important because you can drill into them and possibly make... remember we saw in the last Inside Star Citizen how they were actually creating rivers, and the rivers were cutting into the ground, and he was showing how this isn't going to be released to players, but he had a grenade launcher, and the grenade hitting the ground made a crater. Much the same way they are planning to, in the future, if this works out, to be able to actually drill into asteroids physically or make holes in them. Can we build secret asteroid bases? Well, not anytime soon, but in the future. Can you imagine? All right. Cave entrances, drive-in, and sinkhole. Now, caves offer a lot to do in the game. They're not in... Well, the drive-ins and sinkholes are not in yet, but when they do come in, when it comes to dynamic missions or bounty hunting, maybe there's someone you have to go find in a cave, drive into a cave. It just adds another dimension to the game itself where you can drive around and go places which you can right now. And the sound design in the caves, I absolutely love. If you haven't done any cave missions yet, go in there and turn the lights down and really just absorb the ambiance. It's really good. Mission spawn closets, modular, 43 weeks out. Those are coming nicely. Mounted guns, force reactions, missiles, vehicle names, and serial numbers. Is everyone naming the ships the Resonante? I mispronounced that, but I just did finish the final episode, the most recent episode of The Expanse. I highly recommend it. It is a great show. Vehicle visual degradation coming in 2 to 3 weeks. Merlin Constellation docking. And I've mentioned this before, the reason I first backed Star Citizen was because the Constellation had the little ship in there, and you'd be able to get into your little ship and then leave it. And just the idea of having that in a game sold me on it. And here we are, 15 years later from when Chris Roberts first started development. I think we're actually 30 years down the line now, because he first thought about Star Citizen when he was a young child. So finally, on the map and coming closer to us, I'll be very, very pleased the day I get to undock my Merlin from the Constellation, which I just remembered I cannot do because I melted my Constellation and got myself the 600i. Okay, that ruins that plan. Object Push and Pull, Tumbrel Nova, Crusader M2 Hercules Starlifter. There are so many people that own this ship and excited for it. This is exciting. 10 weeks out. Vehicle Content Team US 2 weeks out. The Vehicle Experience Team has 3 weeks to work on it. Lots of work to do, but it is a massive ship. I'm very excited to see it make its way to the verse. Now, 314 coming with it. A lot of exciting things. This is Q2 2021 Crusader. Now, we've been staring at Crusader for how long now? Cloud Tech coming in is going to change the look of that. I cannot wait to see it for the first time. The Arison landing zone, we saw white boxed over, must be over a year, maybe 2 years ago at this point, where we started seeing the first white boxing of it. So I have heard through the grapevine that it is looking spectacular, and I'm very excited to get in there and look at it. Weapon charge and drain your laser weapons. Now, does this work on FPS weapons too? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but there was mention that your FPS laser weapons will have charge and drain on them. Let me know. Active feature physical inventory, radar scanning, hacking, NPC healing. Healing going to be a big thing in this game. Finally, I know there's a lot of people who want to play the NPC healing or the healing part of the game. NPC healing is where it begins. But hospital ships, healing your team like you do in other MMOs, a big factor of the game which has been ignored for the most part, and finally going to see that in Q2 314. The RSI Constellation Taurus, and I feel so bad for Taurus owners who've waited until now. Why is it that the Taurus has taken too long? What is special about the Taurus that's taken them so long? Because every single other constellation is, well, beside the exterior of it, not too bad. I'm curious as to why it's taken as long as it has there. And let's go to 315 now, Q3 2021. Already looking at the end of the year. The small home outpost and colonialism. As I've mentioned before, the game changer in Star Citizen is definitely going to be the small home outpost. Because the day that you can just come into the game, park your ship at your little outpost, you can collect things, put them up, put your guns on the table, put your pistol on the bed, wherever you want your stuff, it's going to be there. Really going to make a big difference in the game, and CIG is very excited to get this out to us, but a lot of work to be done on that. Weapons, magazine stripping, refilling, actor feature, cutting tools, play interaction, bombs and space mines. I've mentioned this in the past before. The bombs, I'm very excited to see how that works with the Crusader A2. That explosion better look like some small atomic bombs blowing off. We know it's going to be at least Daisy Cutter style. Very big and a lot of collateral damage with splash damage on the sides. This will be the first time that bombs are coming out, and mines are coming with the Nautilus. So if you own the Nautilus, the space mines are essential to your ship. Two very big game changers as far as the game goes. Can you mine certain areas of space to keep people out or discourage people from coming in? I know a lot of people are not fans of having space mines. I see a lot of abuse coming, a lot of questions about how they will work, how persistent will they be. Lots of questions, but we'll have those answered close to the time. We have a lot of time to go. This is going to be towards the end of the year. Going down there to the new ships in purple. The Aegis Redeemer. Still not a fan of the engines. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I may change my mind once I'm in the ship and flying it. But still, from the outside, I do. I really want to love the Redeemer. I do. But those nutcracker engines are still, they just bug me. I have a feeling though, once you're flying the Redeemer and you have a couple of friends in the turrets and you're just wrecking everything around you, you may forget about it. Just don't go to the external view. And going on from there, the Crusader A2 Hercules with the bombs, the Ares and the Ion. And I still go to bed almost every night. That's terrible. Every once in a while, I sit there and wonder, should I have gotten the Ion instead of the Inferno? I got the Inferno. And I've already prepared myself to buy the Ion when that comes out, because I just got to have them both, I think. I love the idea of a long-range sniper kind of ship, and the Ion will be that. So onwards to 316, Orison version 2. It's not enough to have Orison version 1, but version 2 is already planned for Q4. Weapon misfire, player side prone, very important. Active feature, ladders. Active tech, fire extinguishers, because there will be flames coming out on your hammerhead, as they've shown us in the past how fire can actually move through areas. A lot of work being done on that, and fire extinguishers will be critical on your ships, because when they take damage, things will be exploding. Ship shield emitters, also essential and very cool to come out, especially on the I was going to say Xeon ships. Maybe the Xeon ships too, but the Prowler and the Talon, which are going to have unique shields on them, I think that's going to be tied into that. And that pretty much wraps up this amazing roadmap. So thank you once again to Odysseus1992. And guys, if you enjoy this content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, your comments below help the channel out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.